morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. God is good. We are just about to start the RPG Architect update video. Thought I'd go ahead and go live here a second early. Just to welcome y'all in. I got Momo over here on the amplifier, chilling right now. But we'll see how long that lasts. But yeah, since it's Friday, I thought I'd go ahead and start early, just a couple minutes early, just to welcome you guys, and yeah, be ready for this launch. I probably should close my door. I left that open. Oh boy, it has been a day already, but I am ready for this block of my day, stream block. We're gonna watch this update video, and then we are gonna work on some Secret of Mana tunes. What's up, Mondoon? Welcome, welcome. How you doing, sir? Yeah, after well, maybe after. Like, I want to show her. She's dropping stuff. I'll show her in a minute. So I'll show her right now. And whoop. There's the Momo. I'll go full screen for a second while we're doing the intro. There is the Momo cam. Just chilling on my amplifier. Alright, we'll go back here. Oh, there we go. That works out. Momo cam. You've heard of MomoCon now. Try new Momo cam. Oh, desktop audio is off. Let me turn that on. There we go. I don't have my headphones on, so. I should put those on. Yeah. Oh yeah? That's fun. Hello architects, and welcome back to another RPG Architect update video. My name is Bert, and today we're going to be looking at the updates that were made to the engine in June of 2025. There's one really big one in particular, and that is user interface effects. And so now, yes, you guys have been asking for it for a while, but it is finally in. I think it was a pretty big undertaking, but he got it knocked out this month, and that is you can have effects on different elements in your UI. And so the main ones that this works for is list items, templated lists, compass lists, and I think also it works with sliders. So you have one of these 4 elements in your UI, you can use the new effects tab to start adding effects in for that particular element. So just showing you real quick, we're on a slider element that I won't be using really, but I'll just show you. Whenever you click the effects tab, you now have these 4 options: disabled, focused, selected, and unfocused. We will be going into these more in depth at a later date, but really whenever you click on one of them, hit this little plus button and you have different effect options you can add in there. And then when you select any of them, you'll have your list of options pop up here, so you can set it to whether you use it or not. Is it recycling? So is it repeating? You can adjust the color mask appearance, change the color mask of something. You can set it to grayscale. You can just do a hue shift. You can adjust the opacity. You can move the position around of these elements using offsets or just the scale, the size of it. There's also this easing function section, which this kind of determines the look of the animation. So you have a bunch of options here of it bouncing, of it being kind of a circular motion, elastic, exponential, just an instant thing, linear, or sinusoidal, this one, sinusoidal. I'm sure I said that wrong, but I don't care, it's fine. Then whichever one you select, like we'll choose bounce for instance, it adjusts the options you have here, so you can set how many bounces, how elastic is it, the gravity, that kind of thing. So you can play around with those to get the kind of look that you want. There's also value modifiers. I believe this is all working now. The other day when he first added this effects tab, this was visible but not actually working, and I believe this is actually fully working now. I have not messed with it at all, but you can set value modifiers, use an image or a sprite, and then define that image right here. here. You can use a text to find that text here, or you can use different templates, but I've not jumped into this too much yet, so I'll just leave it at that. But then you can also set conditions on when this effect will be triggered, okay? And so I actually have an example set up for you on this menu list item. So I'm gonna click on that, go to my items, go to effects. You can see I have something unfocused and selected. The focused script here, I do not have recycling checked. This one's basically just going to apply as a color mask, turns the opacity down a little bit, and then it is using the position features. It's just going to scale. So this, whenever we move over these menu list items, it is going to grow a little bit. This is the time it's going to take, and this is the exponent that's going to be applied. But then essentially once it finishes this animation, it moves from focus to selected, and this one does loop. This is where the animation stays as long as we are selected on it. So I set the settings again. It's basically the same thing I did, although the easing function I set to instant. But basically what that does is gives us a little something like this. So we are on our menu, and as I move between items, you see it grows and then it stops. So basically this is the focused when it's growing. That's the focus script, and then this is the selected script of it just staying bigger than the other options. Okay, we'll go over that in more depth at another point, but this is just to let you guys know that that is very cool. So now UI stuff is about to get way more interesting. I'm here for it. In addition to that, Lock has also added a couple options under the transition section here, really that being movement. So if you select movement and then hit edit, you now have these options to go through on how the enter and exit transition, how they move. So I did a little example for that too. With this is just a temporary items menu, and you see I have movement already set up on the transitions. I click edit. I have set my duration for entering. I want it to be 100% off screen, so the window would be down here essentially. And then on exiting, the window is going to be up here, so I need it to return back down. So it's going to be like this little pane moves up when you enter and down when you exit. And actually let me set my speed the same as the enter transition, but this is what that will look like. If I go into my menu, if I select items, the window pops up. When I exit, it goes back away. Pops up, goes away, back and to the left. So that's really cool. I'm really excited for this stuff. I gotta get a little bit more acclimated with it, but I do really like that option is in here now. In addition to that, layers have received a blend option. So if you go to your map layers configuration, you click the little cog, you'll see here under visual there's now a blend mode. So you can, if you're familiar with any kind of like photo editing software, you might recognize these things like additive, alpha blend, burn, blah blah blah, shade. So you might be familiar with these. Non-pre-multiplied just means like basic, just like nothing, just as it's seen. Don't do nothing. But that is going to be a cool feature. Not sure if it really works in 3D. Lock kind of recommended against it in his update post, but in 2D, this is going to be a kind of a big deal. So that is a very cool addition as well. And the last thing I want to talk about today is that entities now have tag support. So basically, if you click on an entity, you go to local data up here, you can now add tags to your various entities. So that's pretty cool. I'm not sure how I would use it just yet, but I know that since it was added in, there is certainly a use there for it that I'm just not aware of, but that is now doable. So you have tags on your entities as well, okay? There were a few other bug fixes made. There was a bug fix added for tile tags, a few other things. But as usual, you can go to Steam. You can check the update patch notes. Locke goes through. He's very consistent with his updates, and he always makes sure to post it up here. So if you need to find out more information about what was changed during your updates, you can do that here. And now with the addition of the easing functions, the UI element, the UI effects element, RPGA is now over 90% of the way towards 1.0. This is our roadmap. These are the things. Here's the things he has been knocking out, or he has knocked out, and here are the things he has left that he would like to put in before version 1.0. So we are getting there, folks. It's almost here. So that is really exciting. This was a huge one, and so we are very excited that we are well on our way to version 1.0. Okay, so that's going to do it for this update video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Be sure to stay tuned the next coming weeks. We're about to jump into setting up our UI elements, our user interfaces. You can see a little example here, a little preview of what's to come, and then once we get finished with this, we will be moving into setting up a battle system. And I know a lot of you are excited for that. It has been a long time coming, but we will get there very quickly here. It'll be here before you know it. So thank you again so much for the support. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and let me know what you think about these updates. And if you haven't already, subscribe. It does help us out a lot. And you'd be amazed at how many people come into the Discord and say, oh, I saw the tutorials, I saw the update videos, and I had to pick up the engine because I saw these videos. So by being active on this channel, you really are helping us get out the word about this really awesome
Thanks, dude.
We do appreciate it. And if you are new here and you haven't picked up your copy yet, please be sure you do. We are still in early access, and like I just showed, we are getting close to 1.0. And once we enter 1.0, and we are no longer in early access phase, everybody. We're almost there. So grab your copy now.
Shocking, 1.0 is not early access.
It just gets better every single day. It just constantly improves. So we are excited about that. And if you'd like to support me further, you can do so over at patreon.com/bitbybitsound. That helps me to make these update videos. It helps me to make great songs for you guys to use in your RPGA projects. And it is much appreciated. Thank you guys so much for the support. All right, that's going to do it for me today. You have been amazing. I have been Bert, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
That one. Also, first off, thank you, dude. I appreciate that. I actually did record the UI video this week on Tuesday. I recorded it on Tuesday, but it was Tuesday evening after stream, and I was coming down with something. Like as I was recording, like it was slowly getting worse and worse and worse, and it took me, because of that, it took me way longer than it probably should have. My explanations for things probably weren't good. And I ended up with like probably almost 2 hours of footage. And it's not a 2-hour tutorial. And like, so Thursday, so yeah, that was Tuesday evening. Wednesday, I was just kind of like down for the count. It was better by that evening. And I went Thursday to start editing, and I was just like, this sucks, dude. This is just not a good tutorial. Got congestion. I could feel something creeping into my chest. Yeah, like it was like as we were sitting here on Tuesday and Locke was helping troubleshoot on the effects stuff, it was like I was sneezing a bunch, I don't know if you remember, and my throat was kind of just like clenching in on itself, and I was just like, oh gosh, this sucks. So, yeah, so I made the call, or I was like, oh, well, it might be perfect because it's time for the update video. And I know I've been saying I'm going to get the UI video out. It's kind of delayed by 2 weeks now since I said I was going to put it out there. But, I would rather have it just be postponed a little bit longer than just to force something out there, you know what I mean? So that's what that is, and hopefully people are cool with it. It's just, that's what it is. Not much response on the update video today. Not much audience participation in there. That's okay though, it happens. So today, I'm so surprised, dude. She is passed out right now. This is like the calmest she's ever been in here. Hang on, check this out. Okay. Momo Cam. That is a rare sight. Whoops. Oops. There's my stuff. Camera just whipped around. Sorry. Oh, okay, I shouldn't have done that. He's just a boy. Poor little filler. Okay, that's good. I got way too many chips for this lunch, but that's all right. All right, so I guess today, let's go back to our other. Today we're going to be going into, we've completed tropical theme month, and now it's pretty clear. It is pretty clear that the winner is Secret of Mana style. I clicked on the atmospheric espionage just at the start. I was the first vote just to prime the jar, but you know, I was going to take into account if it was close. If it was close, I was going to take into account that I voted. But it's not close. Yeah, no, this is basically what it looks like on Patreon too. Bring that up somewhere else. Let me bring it over here first. I don't think Metal Gear Solid style even got one vote on Patreon. Oh, it did. It got one, I guess. But yeah. So here's what we got over here. So that's 21 votes total across both platforms. Secret of Mana is far in the lead, and I've only got 46 patrons, so unless and not everybody votes most of the time. Usually it's about 20 or so people. So unless everybody came out of the woodwork and voted for, you know, lo-fi beats or atmospheric espionage, Secret of Mana's got it. So that being said, let's go ahead and go our verse up there. Got too many windows open. Too many windows. I probably should close some of these just to save on processing power. I can close one of these browsers. All right, let's open this up. That was the tropical theme today. That was released. Yeah, we got our Octopath stuff still. And these will still be in the rotation, of course. Oh, and speaking of, I probably need to change the kick title. The kick title doesn't change easily through Prism. Let me just go to new song first. Oh, yeah, whatever. Possibly. I wanted to start on something new just to kind of keep things fresh on the stream and not just be working on the same two songs. I am going to finish them, you know, probably within the week here. I want to see how we do with the Secret of Mana stuff. It has already been a crazy day though, man. It has been like, it's not even really been anything out of the ordinary, but just like, yeah, I don't know. Got the video and the Patreon song scheduled this morning, then I had like about an hour of time to chill before I had to get ready and go to kickboxing. That was a good class. I'm gonna do this, and then basically as soon as I'm done with this, I'm heading out to a friend's house, and we're gonna watch fireworks tonight. And so we're gonna hang out tonight. So that'll be fun. It's just a busy day, is all. Let me go to Kyuk. And
tell you exactly what I think. Yeah.
Oh, Asmongold's going. Shocker. Here we go. Okay. I just need to change the title of this video. I'm always so slow at, oh. Sure, that works. That works. Or, starting new 16, or starting Secret of Mana style songs or something. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, if you don't mind, that'd be great. Appreciate it, man. I'm so bad with naming things. I'm so bad with naming things. It's just a constant theme. What was I about to do? I was about to add restream. That's it. Make sure I hit local broadcast. DAW and DAW. I wonder if we'll get Duchess Miss Lady Madam back in here today. Let's go ahead and set up 8 of these. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna try not to yawn so much today, but yeah, it was intensive class. All right, so I'm not. Huh. I think you can hear this, but I can't hear it. Huh, okay. I think it did this to me before, where y'all could hear it and I couldn't, and I think I just had to close it and open it back up, to be honest with you. The old close it, turning it off and turning it back on again. Wah, wah, wah. Come on. It's trying its hardest to close down right now. There we go. Version 3. Or did I have to turn off my... Oh, I'll see. I'll see here in a second. Or maybe I had to turn off the Focusrite. I'll find out in a second. Oh, you know what? I don't have my big monitor on. My preview. That's going to cause things to go crazy in one moment. Like so. There we go. Okay. Technical difficulties. Still trying to get everything to load. There it goes. Oh no. Okay. No, I still can't hear it. Dang it. And I think if I check the monitor... Yeah, it's too delayed for that. Okay. All right. Yeah, 2 seconds. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to the BRB screen, turn on my Focusrite off so it doesn't like pop in your ears, and then I will come back. So just 2 seconds. Check, check, check. Okay, that's back on. Still no. Does it do this to me, man? Why is it doing this to me? I gotta remember. Okay. All right, that's going through focus, right? It's so dumb. You are just joining us. You can hear this, but I can't. I don't even know what instrument this is that I'm playing. Let me try that again, because I swear this is what I did before. I swear, I promise. Okay, maybe I can just mute these. Check, check, check. Okay, I'm back there. Let's open the DAW back up. See if I can do follower only. I set follower only chat. Turn on shield. What is that? I don't know what that is. Chat settings. Here we go. Oh no. Follower only. Here we go. There we go. Okay. There's that at least. Check, check, check. Why? I still can't hear it. All right, I'm going to have to... That's going to drive me crazy. It's delayed. Now, if I click in here... Yeah, it's delayed in there too. Man. I love it, man. I have not changed any settings since yesterday. Ah, that would be so lame. Because this happened before, and I don't think I had to reboot. I think I would hate to have to do that. Hey, let me put on some music for you while I tinker. Where does this pop up? All right, there. At least you have some music to listen to now. Bum 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 bum. Oops. Well, there goes the music. Well, it's still playing. Oh boy. All right, well. Switching my devices here. That's still coming through, but now this has stopped. Probably all kinds of issues today. Don't know why. Why? Why? That'd be lame if I have to reboot, but it's starting to look like that may be the case. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I apologize, but it's just not working right now, so let me try turning it off and turning it back on again. So, sorry. I got a few people watching on YouTube. If you are watching on YouTube, I will be back in it'll probably take about 5 minutes, maybe a little bit more to get things booted back up again. Yeah. I'm not sure why I've flipped through a lot of the settings and it's just being difficult right now. So we're going to try turning it off and turning it back on again. So I will be back in 5. All right. Thank you for your patience.